Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It's been a week now. We're going to go over what has changed and what we're looking forward to doing and what we expect for next week. First things first, as always, we're going to go here and look at our value. And our value, a new company value is at 2.5 million. So it has gone up. I believe last week it was 1.7 million. And so it's a good thing. It just doesn't seem that good because it's mostly just because we lowered the bonds, that's good, I guess. But we haven't really uh increased production or upgraded really anything at all. We'll get more into that a little bit later. But yeah, I mean we're 2.5 million, so we're in the right direction. Bonds sold is 865,000, and I believe last week it was around like close to 1.7 million. So we paid a lot off in bonds in this last week. Actually, it's I feel like I never make much progress until I do these weekly recaps, and I'm like, oh, okay, we did a good dent in a week time. Not actually as bad as I originally thought it was. And then we're gonna go over here to the balance sheets. We're still in the economic boom, and it's only 18 hours left of that. More about that later. Let's go to the accounting sheet. Yeah, we make around 116,000 gross profit. It's actually a little bit less than last week's, just because costs are still kind of bad right now. But anyways, it's still basically around the same, making around the same profit a day as last week. And we go over here to our balance sheet. Yeah, 2.5 million. Our buildings is still the same because, like I said, we didn't upgrade anything. And we go here, gross margin is the same. It's down like what? Last week it was like 16.89%. Now it's 16.35%, which that sounds like a small dip, but also is the reason why the profit is around like $10,000 less. So it's a big deal. So that's what's changed in the balance sheet. Let's go look see executives. We still have our CTO. He's not great. We did hire a CEO. Um, we did. I saw some comments saying I should invest in that, but I didn't really have money to invest in a good one right now. I don't I haven't had much money to really do that. So, but I do have enough money to put $10,000 a day, down to train someone to hopefully, uh, you know, 20 trains. So after 20 days, like less than a month of him training, and I think a less month from now is when we're really gonna need a COO, as we're getting close to level 20 as you see. So we're gonna have more building slots, which means more administration overhead. So by the time it gets above 30%, I feel like this guy's gonna be kind of ready, and he'll help push it down a little bit, at least for the time being, until we can afford a better COO. And let's go to our bonds right here. We're at 43% building the debt ratio. Again, I'm not really trying. I know I usually like to be like around 90%, but I'm not doing that in this boom phase. This boom phase is not great for me. Costs are too high and the margins are too low right now. So I'm waiting. I'm making sure I'm ready for a change. Hopefully this will be changing soon. Because I don't really want to issue any more bonds in a boom phase. Not until like I'm confident that I can pay off those bonds in a timely manner. Because the margins are too low right now. It would take me too long. Let's see. Let's go right here. If we did get to 90%, like, what would that be? Like around 1 million, 2 million. I don't know why it's only 54% for. Okay, there we go. Oops. So yeah, issuing like 1 million, it's gonna be not get me to 94%, but issuing 1 million in bonds, it will take me like 10 days to pay off, which it's not the worst. Like 10 days isn't that long, but I still have a million, almost $1 million in bonds still to pay off. So it's just not very feasible right now, especially because what's that million gonna really do? That million can only really upgrade two buildings, and it's not gonna, like, if I upgrade the power plant, it's just gonna lower costs a little bit, not gonna increase my revenue at all. If I upgrade these gold mines again, it's just like, well, I'm gonna increase my revenue by like maybe 10,000. It's just not gonna be really worth it right now in the meantime. So we're just gonna kind of be building up our like more money. We're just gonna try to build up more of a money cushion first, and just kind of be patient. We're gonna be patient through this process right now. Going through our warehouse, our average cost is still around 5,000. Last week is around 5,200. Sometimes I see it around 5,200. Sometimes I see it around 5,000. Kind of depends how much power I do buy. Because again, uh, I do have to buy power. Look, you can see, like, some days, like, yeah, that's a lot of power, from the exchange I have to buy. And other days it's like, 27,000 to 270, 290. So we're averaging around that much. I should probably look into making a contract, maybe, just to save a little bit of money. So we're paying, around 76 to 100,000 a day extra in power, which does increase the average cost, obviously. And we're outgoing. We're still uh selling around the same amount. There's like some weird days like that where people, like, contractors, just didn't really buy the gold, but we're selling. We are enough to make at least 700,000 in revenue a day, and we do have two more contracts. We have two more customers that do buy, so we're getting more consistent income. We're not relying on the exchange market as much, which is very nice, I have to say. And yeah, our resources, like, our inventory is only worth like 40. Like, it's not much at all. It's not much at all. So yeah, we've looked through the executives warehouse costs, and let's go and look through the exchange market to see how our prices are looking like for gold. Oh, we're already at gold. 6,600. So that's a little bit less than last week. I did see it get to like 6,800 a couple days ago, but these people were just really trying to undersell it. Like, it's been consistently above 6,600, which is nice. Um, I've been selling my contracts for around -4%, just because the price has been changing so frequently, and like, there's a time where I sold it. It was like around like 6,900. I just gave them -4% because that's and said -3% for my contracts, and that's basically kind of everything that's changed. I'll show you the bonds one more time because I want to explain something. Like, we paid off that big bond we had. I did that on accident. I accidentally hit the call button, so I paid off like all 600K left when I didn't have. I mean, I had the money, but I really didn't have the money at the same time, and I didn't really want to issue bonds at all. So I went on and just like sold a bunch of my inventory and whatnot to basically catch up to, so I don't have to issue any more bonds, just to keep my buildings running. And we're finally getting to a place where I can afford to make sure my buildings run at 24 hours at a time, because lately I've just been running them at 12 hours at a time. Running for 12 hours, sell what I make after 12 hours, and then get them running for another 12 hours, and rinse and repeat. But we're getting back to that cycle of being able to run them for 24 hours at a time, which is very nice. So we're getting back to that catch up phase. And also, really good news, we have a new building slot right here. We got a level mine going. We're trying to find another gold mine. Haven't had much luck yet. I think we've had this for 2 days now. Haven't had much luck yet. It's definitely gonna take a while. And obviously we're not level 20 yet, so we can't go to the auctions. Also, I don't know exactly how much they're gonna cost in the auction. My other company, in the Entrepreneur series, I have access to auctions, and level 1 oil rigs of high abundance are expensive, like over $2 million. And I'm hoping a gold mine abundance won't be $2 million. I'm really, really hoping that, because it's gonna be very hard for us to afford that, first of all. So we're just gonna, until we can afford something like that, we're just gonna keep, recycling these mines until we find a nice abundance. I've had pretty good luck the first time I did that, so we'll see how soon we can get to another mine that has a high gold abundance. And we're basically gonna be just focusing more on that. Our main priority is to increase production, and we'll worry about reducing costs later. So I don't really think I'm gonna upgrade any of these power plants until I basically have 3 more gold mines. Because when we're on Lotonium, I have 2 more building slots. So until we have 3 more gold mines, by the way, if I had 3 more gold mines, I'm basically doubling my production. So I'm going to double my revenue. That is my main priority right now. We gotta do that and then worry about the costs later, like upgrading this, and we'll do the math to see whether it's more worth it to have another power plant instead of this shipping unit or not. Um, and yeah, other than that, I basically gone through everything that has changed. If you have any more suggestions yet, please, leave it in the comments. I read them and I take them all into account. But by next week, next video, you're gonna see 2 more building slots. Hopefully, we're gonna have at least 1 more gold mine go up and going. Hopefully, we find one by then. And until the next time, we'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.